Okay, quick little trip out to Starbucks in Round Rock to meet a friend. It should be straight shot out 1431, and it pretty much is. On a Boggy Ford, there was a car that's parked in the street coming the other way, and they're dropping off somebody. And of course, there's a Ram pickup coming the other way, and he's ready to pull out until he realized, oh, there's a car there, and that's me. So anyway, FSD off at that point. Couldn't really invoke FSD again until I got out to Loman Ford. So that's fine. The magical Tesla traffic lights at West Reed Park and 1431, yes, they're active. I just put my foot in the accelerator, kept the car moving, just to keep going. There was a car not too far behind me, so they aren't going to understand. So the traffic lights at where are they? At Parma Lane and 1431. It looked like maybe FSD was having a hard time reading them. So I just put my foot in the accelerator, kept it going. I get it, the sun's bright, so it's hard to see. And then there was a broken down Suburban out near the gravel plant. So, we're sitting there waiting for things to happen. Fortunately, they'd already called a tow truck. Tow truck came, and they quickly did that Suburban, got out of there. And once they did, everything moved smoothly, but I was already getting close, so I just left FSD off. So there you go. Overall, this is really a pretty good drive today. But no real issues with FSD. Okay, so what does it show me? I think it shows we did 86 miles a day, 23 kilowatt hours. I'm not sure that's right. Whatever. And let's see, 268 watt hours per mile. And I stopped west of Jonestown, and from there it was 204 watt hours per mile. Wow. All right, so for the most part, FSD was fine today. Let's see, what did I stop for? So coming up westbound on FM 1431, at the lights of Palmer and Ronald Reagan, for some reason the light was red. Don't get me wrong, the light's red, but the car wanted to stop way short. So I braked and came up. Maybe he just didn't like to be behind a police car. I don't know. Whatever. Let's see. I think everything up to that point with FSD was good. Okay, so coming through, passing Palmer, I stopped at my bank to have a little discussion with them about an issue. So I interrupted there. Then I came back out on the road and got FSD going again. I'm thinking FSD wanted to be in the outside lane for some reason, and I canceled his request. So anyway, we go through Cedar Park. Not too much trouble, other than every once in a while the FSD would pop up a turn signal and then cancel it. So it's like it doesn't really know what it's doing. I think it really there's two possibilities. One is, ever since he said navigation should get on New Hope, he's like, oh, we should get on New Hope. Yeah, why? That's out of the way. Anyway, I think he still has something stuck in his brain about that. And then of course, well, actually I did allow him to do so towards the west end of Cedar Park, I did allow him to go in the right lane. And guess what? The right lane was slower. So FSD, you picked wrong. If you stayed in left lane, we would have. Several cars passed me on the left. I'm going in the right lane to follow the route. Both lanes going westbound on FM 1431, both lanes go out to Lago Vista. So don't tell me you have to be in the right lane to follow the route. You could be in the left lane to follow the route, right? Either lane works. It's just a question of which way is better traffic-wise, and it's kind of a toss-up, right? I mean, it always is in that area. Whatever, peace and harmony. After a while, it opened up on the left. I hit the left turn signal, and well, the first time I did it, the car refused to do it. And I think there was a car coming up, and it must have felt that car was too close. Okay, I'll give you that. Fine. Once that car passed, I put on left turn signal again, and this time he took it. We moved over left, and as soon as he saw an open road in front of him, oh, he came up to speed. He didn't want to be in left lane, but once he was forced to be there, oh, he's off to the races. I don't know, whatever. Peace and harmony. I don't know. Whatever it is, it is. So, I don't know. The car is kind of doing. I want to be in left lane. Oh no, I want to be in the right lane. It doesn't really know where it wants to be. To tell you the truth, I just assumed you stayed in the right lane and let me, the driver, hit the left turn signal when you can't figure out that it's faster to go in the left lane, the inside lane. I mean, I was out on the highway a couple of months ago. Oh, I have to be on the inside lane. It's faster. Right lane's always slower. Of course, you get in the left lane, what do? You immediately come up to a semi who's going slow. Whereas if you just stayed in the right lane, you would have went by him. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. It's part of the learning process, and my job as an instructor, so to speak. I'm teaching FSD. Anyway, giving FSD the experiences. Part of my job is to be patient with him and hope that he is learning lessons. I sure hope he is. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. So while I was there, I stopped at I stopped at the scene of the incident that happened last Sunday. Seeing all the various things that they wrote with paint on that road, oh my goodness. And the one spot that looks like bodily fluids, yes, that's where the main body came to a stop. But they have a left boot, they have a right boot, they have pants. I'm sorry, what? Pants on the road? I mean, what happened? But so when you're looking at the movie, if you look at the far left at Jeff's Nurse Trees, whatever it is, I mean, that's basically right where that accident starts. So it starts over there on the left, because there's a right boot over there. But then there's a tank, I assume a gas tank, right? Gee, I didn't notice where they painted the spot for the motorcycle itself, although I know it was laying way up there in the middle of the road, or actually towards the left side of the road. But down where the body is, there's a helmet. Now, of course, you would have taken off the helmet if you're trying to save the guy's life. I don't know, whatever. What is striking me is all the various pieces of clothing and motorcycle that's spread over 100 feet, and it's going from left all the way to the right. Oh. Anyway, peace and harmony. Anyway, it's just astounding how that was. Okay, anyway. So coming out of there, I head on towards home. You know what? today FSD wasn't clipping corners much. Now I did get an update, so maybe they made an improvement there. I hope they did. Otherwise, then I can't explain it. So coming down Loman Ford, so it makes a turn on Loman Ford, no problem. Other than he tends to be somewhat tentative in his acceleration now. It used to be when he accelerated. Now he's going like, well, I gotta think about it. Oh, let me call Elon. Oh, Elon wasn't there. Let me call somebody else. Just accelerate to the speed limit. What's the problem? Now, I do have it in average. I used to have it in chill. So I think maybe chill is just really weird. Average is actually more like the way I want the car to operate most of the time. So maybe average is the right setting. I don't know. Anyway, so a couple of times he thinks about turning into the outside lane. I don't know if maybe he's thinking about going to Don. And no, I don't want to go down Don. I'll tell you that every time. I do not want to go down Don. If you make me turn on Don, I'll make a left on Travis, come back out on Loman Ford. Okay? And FSD will be off. I don't care how great FSD thinks it is. I'll make you a deal though. Hey Tesla, if you're really desperate to go down Don and Thunderbird and all that, put FSD on my other car and I'll tolerate it. What's that? You're not willing to pay that much? Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, my car, the FSD should follow what I want to do. Okay, whatever. So we come down to Boggy Ford. We make the right turn. He's a little bit in a dip. Now, maybe what it is he's taking that turn so slow, I don't feel the dip as much. He is going slow. Oh, and let me step back. I'm sorry. I overlooked this one. The famous, magical Tesla traffic light. Oh my goodness. So I do have a car coming up on me fairly quickly. I just put my foot on the accelerator. I don't allow the car to slow down. He's still rolling through. He's still saying, I'm stopping for a traffic light, but by the time stopping for a traffic light pops up, I'm halfway up the rise from the flashing yellows. Okay, whatever. It's just one of those magical features of FSD. Hopefully, sooner or later, they figure out that a flashing yellow is actually a flashing yellow. I don't know what it'll take for them to learn that. It's not from my teaching. It's going, oh no, somebody told me it was a traffic light, and you must be wrong. Yeah. I'll tell you what, any of you guys from Tesla want to come out there and show me that's a traffic light, tell me when and I'll be there. No, you're not coming? You can just drive through yourself and see it. Come on, man. Okay, whatever. The good news is those advanced beta guys are now getting 11.4.5, so they are getting some kind of enhancement. Now, I haven't looked at it. Maybe they're not feeling it's a brilliant advancement, but whatever. Peace and Army. FSD is coming someday. I have no doubt about it. It's just a question of when. Okay. Anyway, so we turn on to Boggy Ford. Oh my goodness. Oh. So, he's just slow to accelerate coming down Boggy Ford. I don't know why. He's just going. Like I said the other day, like, oh, well, I know it's 40, and it does say the max speed is 41. So it is reading as 40 miles an hour. It's just going, well, it's rolling downhill and I'm not sure. Oh, I'm scared. Your software. Come on, man. Okay, whatever. It's one of those things where I just don't see how it's going to get better until something magical occurs. Until, I don't know, there's some guy who's CEO of Tesla maybe instead of saying words, if you just took the actions. I know he's not the software developer, but get your damn Cybertruck out in here, run through the slide several times, and then see if you can figure it out. Run through your magical 30-mile-per-hour zone over here by the storage units on Boggy Ford, and maybe, see if you see a sign that says we go down to 3 miles an hour. I have gotten out and walked there, and I can't find it. I don't, like I said, I think at some point the map might have said that. Obviously you're interpreting map data. You're not interpreting a sign. Okay, whatever, fine, whatever. So Tesla's doing its normal thing of when it comes through the curves, it's slowing down, at times down to 30 miles an hour in the 40 zone. Like I always say, people must be starting to realize, oh, that's the famous black Tesla that doesn't know how to drive. Yep, that's the one. Don't get close to it. Okay, whatever. It will figure it out someday. It's just I'm losing patience. Okay. Anyway, so we make it through all that. We make the left turn onto American, no problem. And it didn't cut the corner. We make the left onto Santa Rosa. I don't know if I said this before, but for some reason the city painted the yellow lines way up, so the car FSD goes to the end of those yellow lines and then makes a really sharp left turn, and it's actually past 90 degrees, I think, and then comes on the road. Anyway, all that part's good. We've been averaging about an A-. I will say that it was better today, but I'm not in the mood to give it anything more than an A-. I mean, these nagging little problems, plus the thing where it stopped way short on FM 1431 when we're coming at the intersection with Palmer and Ronald Reagan, that stopped way short. Now, maybe it lost sight of the traffic light, but even if you lose sight of the traffic light, there was a dump truck up at the stoplight, and there was a police car behind him. So you had plenty of reasons to pull up to those vehicles and then come to a stop. Whatever. Peace and harmony. Okay, anyway, like I said, A-. Actually a pretty decent day in most respects.